the Project Cybersecurity with Minecraft. Lesson number 3 for 4th, 6th grade pupils, Internet Dangers. The digital world is a dynamic space where information spreads in an instant. Every action we take online can lead either to new opportunities or to risks that are worth assessing. That's why it is important not only to know how to use the tools, but also to understand what threats we may encounter in the virtual environment. The topic of internet dangers is becoming more prominent due to the growing number of fraud cases, malicious software, and misleading content. Even small inaction, an unopened link, an untrustworthy email, or a neglected password can have consequences. Understanding that crises can start with small things helps us prepare better and respond in time. The relevance of this topic is visible in everyday moments, where decisions are made without lengthy deliberation. Risks here don't necessarily sound dramatic. They appear as minor inconsistencies, misleading clicks, or unexpected requests. Therefore, it is important to cultivate alertness to these signals and to understand that prevention begins with everyday choices. Thus, this lesson is focused on noticing how small signals reveal larger threats. The tasks will encourage paying attention to signs in various forms, from odd messages to unclear links. They will invite evaluation of what seems trustworthy and what prompts us to pause and double-check. Learning will take place through observation and consideration of decisions. For students and teachers alike, the topic ties into the realities of daily life. The risks lurking online can affect both personal safety and the well-being of the community. For students, these are skills that help them feel more confident and secure. And for teachers, they mean to help foster preventive thinking. The common goal is to create an environment in which knowledge and practice turn into real protective measures. At the end of the lesson, by bringing observations and experiences together, clear personal rules and classroom guidelines can be established. This is a time to rethink where we ourselves set boundaries and how to maintain them in daily activities. Such reflection helps not only to understand threats, but also to build a more resilient digital environment together. This topic focuses attention on decision-making in the virtual space. The lesson encourages not only acquiring knowledge, but also continuously honing responses so that decisions become considered and safe. This contributes to a broader goal: the formation of a resilient and responsible digital culture. The long-term value lies not only in information, but also in the habits the lesson encourages. Consistent attention to small details develops caution reflexes and strengthens collective responsibility. Alongside knowledge and skills, the lesson can strengthen space for shared reflection and exchange of experiences. The activities encourage honing recognition skills in everyday decisions. This can boost students' confidence in their choices and give teachers a clear foundation for further teaching. This story invites you to see the internet as a city with real and fake doors. Sometimes traps hide behind the glittering signs. Fake websites, forged emails, deceptive links. Our goal is to learn to recognize the signs that at first glance may seem like small things, but in fact help us understand where it's safe and where it's worth stopping to think. The journey begins in a cozy home. You hear about a scholarship and a link to a government website. It's a great chance to see why a promise alone means nothing. In this topic, you'll be like a detective who examines the reliability of websites. You'll learn which elements of a site you need to pay attention to. This practice can help later, when you come across both genuine and counterfeit websites. In the next task, you will have to examine offers for a class trip. You'll need to investigate which of them are unreliable and what signs indicate that they may be a scam. The analysis encourages you to spot patterns and to distinguish the shadows of plausibility from genuine intentions. There will also be a task about the trustworthiness of emails. What gives away that a message is fraudulent? The emails will concern registration for an after-school club. Learning about this means being able to put your intuition into words and understand the significance of small signals. In other tasks, you'll have to navigate a maze and learn about password update forms and malicious software. The key here is to understand how a small action, one click, can open the way to harm your accounts. The tasks act as a metaphorical practice. Through action, we discover habits and their consequences. Such experience encourages you to formulate personal rules that reinforce safety in everyday choices. Online threats can be very convincing. That's why it's important to cultivate sound judgment so we can notice subtle inconsistencies and not be blinded by first impressions. This means not only technical checks, but also the habit of pausing and reflecting on what each step online entails. Such an approach turns users not only into service consumers, but also into guardians of the community. Discussion with the teacher and peers can also provide perspectives that one person might miss. Sharing observations helps form collective rules and reduces individual risk. In the end, it's a reminder that online safety is an ongoing practice, not a one-time action. The Project Cybersecurity with Minecraft. A sum of €50,525.18 has been allocated for the project's implementation, funded by the 2021 to 2027 European Union's Digital Europe Programme, €25.26259, and co-financed by the General Financing Funds of the Republic of Lithuania, €25.26259. The lesson package can be downloaded from the specified website.